right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3, and Lord's will this video be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Baha Rakah Kodash. All right, and Tawadi Bashem Yahushai for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. All right, and as the title reads, Judgment Day is coming. Okay, Judgment Day, all right, is coming upon the inhabitants of the earth, which is according to biblical prophecy, which has been written down from the beginning. And we are definitely entering in that season. And, it's just actually on my spirit to speak on that. You just had the passing of the so-called Queen of Elizabeth. All right, which, that's really another lesson. But the Wadi Abashim al-Shai, for bringing judgment on the wicked. All right, because that was a wicked, very, very wicked Edomite. All right. And if any of you are watching and wondering why we speak upon judgment, we speak upon lamentations, mournings, and woes, this is because Yahweh Bashem al-Shai has put it on our spirit to go into these things. And Shalom, Yahweh Bashem al-Shai, Brakathum. I mean that to you, brothers and sisters. Brakathum to y'all. I truly mean that. All right. And let me share my screen. Actually, let me take myself off the screen first. All right. Oh man, I'd even share it. All right, let me share this. Go here. Okay, go there. Take myself off. Just excited, man. Excited in the spirit. But real quick, Jeremiah 28:8 came to mind. But I want to read 2nd Ezra 16, and really I was going to title it a rant because it's sometimes you just have the spirit of utterance, but we filter everything through prophecy. This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesies both against many countries. All right. And when they prophesize against the countries, they prophesize against the inhabitants of those cities, lands, and countries, and the kings of those countries, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So this is why you have men using the Bible, all right, in the correct spirit, bringing out the lamentations, mournings, and woes, because these are the days that we are in. All right. We are not a prosperity doctrine. We are not moved to push a prosperity doctrine. We are moved in the spirit to prophesize the coming deserved destruction upon these wicked people. And if you have eyes to see, you can see that these people deserve judgment for how they conduct, carry, and think. All right. This is why it says in the days of Noah, real fast. I'm going to go back. This is why it says in the days of Noah, because during the days of Noah, the mindset of the people was horrendous. OK, the mindset of the people, their actions was a disgusting sacrifice to Yahweh Bashem al-Shai. This is Genesis 6:5. It says that the Most High saw that the wickedness of man, woman, and child, right? Remember the order. A wickedness of man was great in earth, just like right now. The wickedness of man, woman, and child is great upon earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. This is the mindset of the people, is to be evil continually as much as possible, to the point to where being evil in thought and action is actually the normality of life. Evil has become a culture. All right. People walk in a heritage of evil and wickedness now, and they look at you as strange because ye run and not riot with them. All right. Even though we in our past times as Gentiles in the flesh conducted our care and carried ourselves in a wicked manner, but now turning back, repenting, turning back to Yahweh Bashem al-Shai, these people look at you like you're the weird one, all right, because you don't conduct yourself in a low, base, grotesque, undisciplined mindset. You see, that's the problem with this place. Now, I just wanted to look, the NLT, the ancient prophets who preceded you and me spoke against many nations, always warning of war disaster, and disease. See, always warning about judgment, always warning about the penalty that you will pay, all right, for your wickedness. All right. So now Jake can't say they haven't been warned. What is that in Romans? Their word went into the end of the earth, let's put into the earth. Let's see what comes up real quick. Should be in Romans. I think it's Romans 10. It just came to mind. They're not giving it to me how I want. So just give me a second. Let's go to here. All right, hold on. I gotta answer this real quick. Hello? Are you here? All right, I'll see you when you get here. All right, bye-bye. All right, sorry about that, brothers and sisters. I just had to answer that real quick. Let's go to Romans 10. I believe Romans 10 goes into that. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Let's keep going. Yep. This is Romans 10 and Romans 10 and 15. It says, and how shall they preach except they be sent, apostles? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. This is why the prophets always warned. Okay, it says, for Isaiah said, Lord, who has believed our report? But now we know, all right, as we grow closer to the end, that only the elect is going to believe our report, which ultimately our report is the Lord's report, because it's not even us that speaks, it's the Spirit of the Father. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the end of the world. See, so they can't say that they didn't know. Okay, they can't say that they didn't hear. You see, just give me a moment. I want to turn this down a little bit. So, like, yeah, I got Gad in the background. It's just one of those days, Call all y'all Bashim shot. But the point I wanted to pull out of here is, see, not all Jake's going to hear the warnings that are constantly being said. But then in those days when judgment comes, they're not going to be able to say that they have not heard. This is why Yahweh Shai spoke about a cloak in the book of John. Let me pull it out. In the book of John, there's no cloak for their sins. I didn't write nothing down, as you can see, so I'm just getting what's coming to mind. Cloak for their sins. I don't want to make this too long, but I do want to go into Second Ezra 16, John 15 and 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, see, like Romans, have they not heard? If I have not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin. So now that the rebuke has gone out, now that the correction has gone out, now that the prophesizing has gone out, they have no cloak to hide behind. And real quick, since I said that, let me snag this real quick. Let me see, where is it? Really, really fast. Where is it? Just getting what's coming to mind. Just give me a minute. All right. Real quick. Let me get this one too. I gotta grab all these. All right. This one ain't doing it for me. So let's go over here. Secrets. It's 7, but let's get it. Secrets to the I want to read something for you in the translation. Okay, watch this. Because the Lord, this is how he works. See, I knew I was there. This is how the Lord works. All right. Amos 3 and 7. Now we know the scripture, right? Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. But check this out. I was watching one of the brothers' videos and they brought it out. I think it was the elders, actually. Yep, look at this. NLT. Indeed, the sovereign Lord never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets. So see, so prophecy won't be fulfilled until the Lord tells his prophets what to prophesize. Then once they prophesize, then the prophecy gets fulfilled, and then they can't say they didn't heard. This is why the prophets are always warning, always warning. What is this lesson? Judgment day is coming. Ezekiel 3:17. Is this not a warning? This is a warning from Yahweh Shemel Shai. And there was a great death today. All right. There was a great death of a Duke of Edom. All right. Ezekiel 3:17, really, really fast. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Jeremiah, always warning. What did it say? Always warning. Now, when you go into this word warning, which is very spiritual, go here, Zahar. All right. It says Zahar. When you go into it, it goes into admonish, warn, teach, shine. Okay. So like the word light is awar, but the word right here for, I believe, shine is zawar. Now I have to look it up. Okay. I have to look it up. But one of these words in here in the Hebrew is Zahar. But when you go into it, it goes into to admonish, warn, teach. So a part of this warning is teaching you, because it says persuaded men by the fear of the Lord. So that's the first step to being accepted by Yahweh Shemel Shai, is to fear. Noah moved with fear by faith, you see. So we have been given the ability to fear and have faith. This is why we fear, okay, in Yahweh Shemel Shai. And these people, they push the Lord off like a light thing. That the judgment is as it's never going to happen, because their works are only evil continually. Their heart is fully set to do evil, because judgment hasn't happened yet. So these people have a very proud, snark mindset when it comes to the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai, because there isn't immediate judgment for wickedness. This is the problem. See, figuratively to enlighten by caution. So the caution is being sent out, and men love darkness rather than light. So now we're in a time where they're going to have to live with it, which ultimately, because they're not of the elect, starting with the nation of Israel, all right, the small remnant. Now, I want to touch on a little bit of this. I don't want to make this too long. I just, few things I just wanted to say, This is 2nd Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, America, and Asia, all right, over there, Middle East and Little Asia, all right, Moab. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. So this is all across the board. This is from East Coast to West Coast, literally in the world. The Western Hemisphere being America, and the Eastern Hemisphere being the parts of Asia, Russia, Europe, China, okay, all of that. Remember, because what was that, when the one movie, How High, he said, you from East Coast? I'm from far East Coast. So see, this is the Lord's judgment from one end of the earth even to the other. The scriptures speak about how the Lord's judgment will be from one end of the earth even to the other. Okay, that's mass judgment. That's the prophecy in Isaiah 66, which, real quick, let's get this, because we have to precept this. So Jeremiah 25, check this out. From Babylon to Asia is from one end of the earth to the other. Jeremiah 25:32, it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation. See, from nation to nation, right? And it says, from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth, and the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be shit upon the ground. They shall be dung upon the ground. But that's what it is. What's dung, And this is the times that we are living in, because the Lord has held back his tongue, but he's not going to hold it back any longer. Okay. Isaiah 42 and 14. And it reads, I have long time holded my peace, and I've been still, and I refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. Judgment day is coming. Okay. Mashapatyan is getting ready to be sent out. While people embellished in the spirit of joy and mirth and laughter and pleasure in the flesh, now you're going to have to be drunken with pain, anguish, and vexation and doubt, not knowing what day it is or what day you will be taken off this earth. Times are going to change as we know it, okay? Because these people have been allowed to be oversaturated and drunken with the flesh. Now it's time for you to be in a perpetual fear. Perpetual judgment is getting ready to take place, you see? So back in 2nd Ezra 16:1, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Your destruction is at hand. It's coming nigh. Our salvation is nearer than when we believed, you see? Because man, as you know it, walks around in great pride and doesn't have the thought to think today could be the day that I meet my maker. Because people are so proud that they think that they don't have a maker and that they can be a maker and they can make what they want and make seedlet this and genetically modify that and embryo this. So now is the time for a great humbling, because if you've noticed, there's a new spirit in the earth when it comes to judgment and death. They have an old saying, death comes in threes. Well, now death is coming in double digits. Death is coming in double digits in a brand new way. I've noticed that. Lately, I'm getting all these news articles, 30 here, 20 there, 10 there, all double digit numbers, okay? And why? This is Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, so-called UFOs, to render his anger with fury. Ask a Christian, is God angry? To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. And let me say this, you Christians have misrepresented the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob for far too long. You have misrepresented the Bible. You've misrepresented the God of the Hebrew Israelites. You've misrepresented the prophecies, and you've misrepresented the judgments that Yahweh Bashem Shai is going to bring. And this is why the Lord has raised up the truth to confound you. He's raised up the weak to confound the strong. He's raised up the poor to confound the rich. And we're in those days. We're witnessing it. We're reading it. We're living it. And now we're going to see it more than ever. And the Lord is bringing a heavy spirit of judgment in this earth. And it ain't nothing you can be able to do. I was watching World War Z earlier, and it was the first 15 minutes, and judgment just completely broke out. Everybody's running, screaming, ducking, hiding, scavenging and all this. And you know what I said in the spirit? Go twerk then. Go commit adultery then. Go rob then. Go worship Satan then. Because in the day when judgment comes, we're going to see how you people really are. Because right now it's cool to walk around in all black and goth and have your little pentagrams. And it's cool to be an old adulterer. And it's cool to go out and drink and drug and twerk and get popped and popping off. So I want to see you do that in the day of judgment. Do that when judgment comes down. Have that same energy. Everything you've talked, scoffed, scorned, and mocked, have that same energy in the day of judgment that is befallen this earth. That's what you need to do. Hold true to your wickedness. Hold true to the gods which you have chosen. Hold on to that. All right? Stand your ass in a pentagram when martial law is breaking out. FEMA camps are popping off, and this city's broken down into 10 FEMA regions, and they got mandatory chipping stations all around the street. Then I want you to walk around in that great pride. Then I want your ass to sass back. Then I want your ass to say you don't need a man then. Then I want your ass to claim you ain't an atheist then. Hold on to that same energy, man, because that's the problem. These people need to be checked on what they producing out their mouth. Isaiah 66:16, for by fire and by sword will the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, plead, judge, Mashapat, with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Buck up then. Buck up against Yahweh Bashem Shai then. That's what the spirit I'm in. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Have that same energy. You know how Jake say that in the world? I'm about to call my brother. Have that same energy when he come around a black. All you old block niggas, you Bloods and you Crips, you Demon Time, you Chiracians, have that same mother effing energy when the judgment is coming down, man. when you got evil angels, when you got chariots in the sky, missiles in the sky, dirty bombs and nukes popping off, war and troops, invasion, Russia, and Gog, Moab, all up in this bitch. Have that same energy when that judgment comes. Let's jump back. Yeah, eat your crab legs then, you know? Wear your scantless clothes then. Have your titties hanging out in that day, all right? Kick your man out in that day. Ask for a child support check in that day. 2nd Ezra 16 and 3, and it says, start at end of 2, it says, be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? Is Facebook Live going to quench it? Is WorldStar going to quench it? Huh? Is your long come catching eyelashes going to quench it? Is your sew-ins going to quench it? Is your cell phones, and is that going to quench it? Plagues are sent unto you. And what is he that may drive them away? Right. Who going to drive them away? It tells you when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the woods. And it tells you that judgment is waiting as a lion in a thicket. All right. It says judgment is as a lion waiting in a thicket. Let me see if I can snag that real quick. Let me see really, really fast. Give me a second. There's a lot in here we could grab. But it says how a lion is waiting for a sinner, you know. And I like to think about how a lion's how his shoulders are rolling, you know. Yeah, so like I probably passed it. Like I said, I didn't have nothing written down. It's coming to mind, you know. This is real quick. All right, real quick. And I got to actually wrap this up. Fucking Babylon is calling. But Sirach 27, you know, the point's being made through the spirit. But check this out. Sirach 27. That's what I should have titled this, and have that same energy then. Damn demons. Sirach 27 and 28. Sirach 27 and 28. Let's start at 27. It says, it's at 26. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. Esau ultimately. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, all you wicked, gremlin, grimy nigger and niggat women, and you niggermite Edomites, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Right, you're going to get hit with the okie doke. You're going to be blindsided by the judgment of the Lord. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. See, they that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in a snare, and anguish shall consume them before they die. Anguish is going to consume you before you die. You ain't just going to and die. You're going to be anguished and vexed before you die. All right. And hey, I'm just going to end it there. All right. I got to take this call real quick, Salaki. I believe the point has been made. It was just on my spirit to do this lesson real quick. So call law. Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone, Abad Babal.